Hello, it is Tuesday, February 23rd, 2010, and this is your daily dose of reptile news. First today is out of Florida. They are announcing the python, anaconda, large constrictor, monitor lizard, whatever, a hunting season. Let me tell you how I feel about this, okay? We don't have to, as far as a ban, there's not going to be a ban. And if there is going to be a ban, there's going to be loopholes in the ban. Our hobby or business is not necessarily going to be affected anymore. The businesses that sell the green anaconda, Savannah monitor, scrub python, Burmese python, rock python, those might get hurt a little bit because now there's an open season for hunting them, and with a permit and the land usage permits, you can go out and catch those in America now. So why would I go and buy a green anaconda? I don't know why I'd buy a green anaconda anyway, but if I wanted one, why would I go buy one from somebody at God knows what cost when I can go, for example, the Savannah monitors at Petco. Last time I saw them there, I don't remember the exact price, but I know that the permitting fees are cheaper than the retail price. So maybe everybody doesn't think like me, but I'd rather hop on a plane and go to Florida and get the proper permitting and licensing and go out and catch one. I think that would be a lot funner. But here's where I have a problem, and it's the same contradictory bureaucratic red tape bullshit that we always go through. They put everybody through all this, all the news organizations, the politicians, that they're going to ban it, they're going to ban it. I really don't care. A lot of people really don't care, but I know there's some people out there that are truly upset over this. But now you can, and I'm going to read for you right here what the headline says. It says, from March 8th to April 17th, those with a hunting license and a $26 management area permit may take reptiles of concern: Indian python, reticulated python, northern and southern African rock python, scrub python, green anaconda, and Nile monitor lizards on Everglades and Francis S. Taylor Hollyland, and Rottenberger Wildlife Management areas. So now you see what's happening here is the whole way hunting works. Okay, way back in the day, long before me, long before you, man hunted for food. They hunted to survive. They didn't get a goddamn permit. They went out and killed stuff and ate it. That's what they did. Now they call it wildlife management, and that's why you're paying for the permits. And one of the things your permits pay for are habitat protection and habitat reconstruction to keep these species breeding in the wild, so you can then again go back next year and for years to come and continue hunting them. Some of them they hunt to just typically just to keep the numbers down from just going overboard. But now the snakes, the injurious species in Florida down in the Everglades, now they have a hunting season. They have the fees for the permitting and licensing. So if history repeats itself, that permitting, the government, they try to ban it, and now they're going to turn around and take those fees from the permitting and protect the habitat of the injurious animals, just so they can get your licensing fees for next year so you can re-hunt them. So now they are a a game animal in America, and I think they would probably qualify as a large game animal too. I'm sure there's extra permitting and fees and everything with that. But anyway, we're not going to get very too much deeper into that. I think you get the point. I think I presented it fairly clearly. If not, links in the sidebar. You can read the full story and everything. Next, out of Australia, where a 30-year-old man, apparently a construction worker of some sort, ripping up tennis courts, stepped on a snake and was bitten. He claims all he wanted to do was to finish up work and go to the pub. But unfortunately, the snake he stepped on was a death adder. Doctors are saying he's lucky to be alive. He's in the hospital recovering right now. Next, out of Komodo Island, where a 34-year-old park ranger stepped outside his hut and got attacked by a Komodo dragon. Komodo dragons, they undoubtedly have to be one of my favorite exotic lizards. I love the things. I'd love to have one out of my property, but ew, no, that just seems like too much of a responsibility for somebody like me. Probably costs a lot of money anyway. Anyway, he's in the hospital recovering. His fellow rangers heard his cries for help and used clubs of some sort or something like that to drive the lizard away. I haven't heard of a Komodo dragon attacking on a human in quite some time. I was just, as a matter of fact, thinking about it the other day, wondering when another one was going to happen. It seems like a pretty volatile situation over there, especially with all the camera crews and everything that go over there filming documentaries. Well, anyway, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully the lizard's okay. And I guess that's what we have to expect when we live on an island with the world's largest lizards. Next, we have a pretty funny, probably not funny for them, but pretty funny story out of Houston, Texas. Oh, rednecks. A mother was cooking dinner when she opened a bag of green beans to cook for the children and found what she believed was a rock. On closer inspection of the green and black object, she realized it was a snake head frozen inside her frozen bag of green beans. Robert Brown, an off-duty Collier County Sheriff's deputy, was bitten by a water moccasin on Saturday. The Collier County Sheriff's Office was having I believe they called it a Kids Love Fishing event I think it was for junior deputies and whatever, but anyway, he found the snake and he broke rule number 1. He picked the snake up and was going to educate the youngsters on the snake and show them what a venomous snake looks like and not to touch it, when apparently the water moccasin didn't appreciate the handling very much. It got a head around and hooked him with a fang. And he admits, though, he does admit that this was, according to him, operator error. He admits that it was his fault. He shouldn't have been handling the snake. I got a little respect for the guy. He was trying to educate children. That's so important, to educate children. Albeit there's better ways to do it than that. And one thing I also really respect is, this was not an injurious animal. This is a native animal, and he didn't, like so many other people, immediately kill the animal. He knew what it was. He knew he had to get medical attention. Yet he released the animal back into its natural habitat, out of harm's way and away from the children, before seeking medical assistance at the hospital. As of Monday, he was still there, but apparently making a full recovery. And yeah, I hope he gets better. Like I said, I respect the guy. He was teaching kids. He didn't kill the snake. But maybe the Collier County Sheriff's Office should put on a little educational course on, now the kids know not to handle water moccasins, but maybe the sheriff deputy should learn not to handle water moccasins. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the news for today, at least all the news that mattered to me. If you want to read any more, the links are in the sidebar. And yeah, that's about it. So be good to each other. If you get a chance, teach somebody something today. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.